is Nigeria Decides as Nigeria inches closer to the 2019 general elections that was shifted from February 16th to February 23rd. And in 48 hours, Nigerians will be marching to polls. And we are back with yet another interesting, exciting edition of your program that takes a look at all the sides and all the angles ahead the general polls. Emenike Agu is my name. Yesterday we started something very, very interesting, and by popular demand we are going to go into part 2 of what we started yesterday, and we are going to hit the conclusion of it, whichever way you look at it. Welcome to Nigeria Decides. Later on we shall be bringing our special guest who was here with us. I'm sure you know who we are talking about. Alright, on this program also we open the phone lines and you will be calling us from any part of the world. Just you know that if you are calling from outside Nigeria, you will please put the Nigerian national code +234. And then there's also another line that you can send SMS. Let's tell you that this program is also live on Star Times at Channel 173, that is Super Screen Television on Star Times, and also on Star Times Channel 465, that's Loveworldplus, and on UHF Terrestrial Television on Channel 45, that's also Super Screen Television. Once again, welcome to Nigeria Decides. We'll be right back after this break.
The heart of the king is in God's hand. 2019 general election is here. It's time to choose our next leaders. It's time to vote. It's time to exercise our legal rights. Choose the right leaders today. Your vote matters. Your vote counts. The future of Nigeria is in your hands. Don't sell your vote. Don't sell the power to your future. Stand with me to make Nigeria great. Stand with me. Stand with me. Stand with me.
We are standing with you, sis. Sorry about that. I made quite some interesting comments that are not much comments. No, of course.
It's already showing that.
Take it back. Okay, stand it back. So now you have Marshall profile. Angel. I said, so you now have Marshall profile shot. You guys are not answering. Right, good to have you back. If you've just joined us, this is Nigeria Decides. You are right on time. Don't you forget that this is the month where Pastor Chris Oyahilome has been praying for Nigeria for the peaceful conduct of the 2019 general elections. And you can join in that prayer as we speak. Use hashtag Pray for Nigeria, hashtag City. You can also send us your comments using hashtag Nigeria Decides on King's Chat Super User account. And of course, stand with me, hashtag stand with me also on Super User account King's Chat. Alright, welcome back and welcome to the program proper. I'm not alone on the program as usual. My 5 and 6 of course is here, right here in the studio. Marshall Anthony Onay. We are back, Marshall.
My name is Marshall Anthony Onay. Minigago is a very host for today. I thought Henry Williams, my very good colleague, had taken that title of 5 and 6 from you. Well, it's good to be back today. Yesterday we started a discussion on Nigeria Decides, the show where we bring you analysis, in-depth analysis on issues making the rounds as Nigerians go to the polls as it regards general election 2019. You can log onto our website www.loveworldplus.org and be a part of this show. Our guest today's profile has already been up. No other but the presidential candidate for the African Action Congress AAC and the publisher of Sahara Reporters, founder and publisher of Sahara Reporters, Omoyele Sowore. Welcome to the show today.
Thank you for bringing me back once again.
Great to have you back. Great to have you back. For the benefit of those just joining us, you may want to also know that Sowore is an indigene of Ondo State, as we told you yesterday, in southwest Nigeria, born February 16, 1971. He is a beneficiary of the not too young to run.
I was not, that's correct. Actually, I've reached the age of running for presidency for the law was signed.
Oh, before the law was signed, you already reached the age.
All right.
You know, when someone looks at you,
they think that
you're too young to run.
I don't.
Definitely not too young to run.
He was born in 1971, precisely on the 16th of February. Well, your age is not in contention here. What is in contention is the office of the president,
Yes.
which is what you're up in the race for.
Yes.
And yesterday we started the discussion centering on your viability, and I did question your popularity. What's been trending on social media is how popular you are even in your own ward, in your own local government. Can you proudly say that you can win the votes in your own ward, in your own local government?
Oh, I mean, but let me be very clear, I'm not running for the world championship in my area. But if you followed us last week, when I arrived home, you would have seen live the kind of outpouring of support that came in our particular place, in the states and across the country. I have no doubt about it. The interesting thing about popularity, you don't have to go and rent people to come to the stadium to get popular. We know that game already, and Nigerians are used to that style of proving popularity. In our own case, it's that you can check the number of people. And you said yesterday that 120 calls that was made into your show.
25.
Yes, and 25 out of those people said in what Sowore, and Sowore was not even a montage. Can you imagine that?
Okay, we dealt on a number of issues yesterday, including the shooter site ordered by President Muhammadu Buhari, and lots and lots of phone calls. They don't really give you the ample time, to dwell on some of these issues. And now that you are back, we will touch on them, more decisively. Yesterday we were reacting to the President Muhammadu Buhari's order. As we woke up this morning, the Chief of Army Staff, General Buratai, has said that he would not obey any other contrary instruction because Nigerians have been pleading with President Muhammadu Buhari to rescind that order. But he says to Nigerians that he will obey Muhammadu Buhari's instruction. So how do you tally with all of these things that Nigerians?
Oh, see, that's Nigeria of
this is the first time this is happening.
Could that be something?
APC.
Not impossible.
APC at APC at work.
Okay, they just
We didn't go off air.
They just switched to.
We didn't go off air.
Are you better off if you were 4 years ago?
Angel! 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 Can you see me now? How do we restart? Did we go off air?
We have to apologize for that.
Did we go off air?
We didn't, but I think
We didn't go off air. So how do we are on promo now? And
because you were in the middle of asking the question when you went out of
it
YouTube.
was just beginning to answer.
Okay, it was just
Okay, so we'll take it up.
Choose the right leader today. Your vote matters. Your vote counts. Please don't spend your vote.
Please.
You're right. Stand with me to make Nigeria great. Your vote is all for the nation. Stand with me. Stand with me. Stand with me. Righteousness exalts a nation. The heart of the king is in God's hand. 2019 general election is here. Time
take that
to
question again?
elect our
Yes.
leaders. Time to vote. Time to exercise our civic responsibilities.
Is that not such as?
Choose the right leaders today.
That not such as.
Your vote matters. Your vote counts. The future of our nation is in our hands. Don't sell your vote. It's your right, your power, and your future. Stay with me to make Nigeria great. It starts with you casting your vote.
That's the question I was going to ask you before this one.
Do it
Your vote is hope. Hope of our nation. Together, we shall make Nigeria great. My name is Joe Praise. Stand with me. Stand with me. Stand with me.
Right, good to have you back. We are here. Nigeria decides this very beautiful, beautiful day, and we have a presidential candidate of the African Action Congress (AAC), a media guru, a media practitioner, and a media entrepreneur, founder and publisher, Sahara Reporters, online news media channel. We want to say that. Omoyele, Sowore, we started this talk 24 hours ago, and we are here. Concluding part. I was just asking,
I just want to take
perception.
I just want to take exactly in the context in which he said it. He said it is unfortunate to hear persons who are aspiring to rule this country again inciting the army to disobedience. We have consistently stated our position. Let me re-emphasize loud and clear that the Nigerian army is a professional army. The foundation of military professionalism is discipline, and without discipline in army, you cannot. So he went on.
Not counted, but what should be very clear to the Chief of Army Staff is that he knows what the position of Nuremberg Convention is at the trial in Nuremberg. That the fact that you took a wrong order from Commander-in-Chief doesn't make you free from blame. When it is time to be held accountable for your actions. So he cannot take an order from the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that's at variance with the fundamental principles of the Constitution, fundamental principles surrounding human rights. And one of it is that people should not be arbitrarily, judged and killed or murdered by the state simply because somebody gave an order for you to do that. That is our position, and that remains our position. We've asked our voters and supporters to go out and mass on Saturday and not be afraid of any soldier or police or DSS men who might have been sent out by the president. I think the president gave an explicit order for jungle justice to be carried out on Nigerians who might have been found in possession or trying to hijack, according to him, the ballot box. But what we know about Nigeria and Nigerian armed forces is that they can kill you and plant the ballot box on top of you if they so decide. And that is why this is not acceptable. It's not only being condemned in Nigeria, it's being condemned worldwide. And that remains the position of decent people across the world, that he should not, President Buhari should not have given such an order. And the army better understand, especially the Chief of Army Staff, better understand that if you carry out such an illegitimate and illegal order, he will be personally held accountable for his own actions.
He will be held accountable, but he is not in a position. If we also look on his own side, he's in a position to disobey.
Well,
can he disobey?
Yeah, he can disobey.
He can disobey.
He can disobey and illegal order. Absolutely.
Really?
Yes. In the US, we hear that all the time. People disobey.
If you ask me, I tell you that's what he's already doing. Because he went further to say that he will not take any politician's incitement of the military against the people. But let's leave it at that. It is what it is. That's your view on what the army is out to achieve. That let's narrow into you as a person.
Yes.
Have you been known to serve in any capacity in public office or any civil service capacity before?
Oh no, I have not served in any civil service.
Have you had any political appointment before?
No, because I was never interested in political appointment. I told you that I've been a political activist. But I've been involved in every political activity in this country in the last 30 years.
So can anybody say you lack experience for the position?
No, you cannot say I lack experience. The position of the presidency of Nigeria is a position for citizens that are legitimate and qualified, to have character, to have capacity, who can mobilize, unite, motivate people. As a leader, it's a position of leadership. It's not an employment position. It's not a position for which you write a letter of employment and an interview. The people who choose their president are Nigerians. And all over the world, there is nowhere that the president is chosen based on their civil service. Experience.
But it's
otherwise only
antecedent.
Civil servants.
You'd agree with me that it's something to have some kind of political credential, or
that's what I'm saying. The political credential you need to have two having been involved in everything from fighting the military to fighting even civilian shenanigans, to make it easy for you, ask yourself, what was Mandela's political experience? Apart from going to prison for 27 years, because he was the leader the people wanted. He was developing himself as a political leader in prison because he was there for a reason. What was Obama's experience, honestly, before he became US president? 2 months in the Senate or thereabouts.
Obama was a senator.
Yeah, for 3 or 6 months. That's not enough for someone who was aspiring to become US president. You would have thought that they would have asked, well, have you been in the military before? How many times have you been in the Senate? Did you serve in any civil service position?
No. Talking about the military,
Yes.
you were in the wake of the draconian military regime.
Yes.
You were quite vocal and active.
Yes.
And events built up to you leaving the country. And news has it, I cannot individually, authoritatively say that I know what the truth is. The news has it that you were away in the United States seeking asylum.
I wasn't away from the United States. I went to so I remained with Nigerian citizen because I didn't apply for US citizenship. But it's true, it's correct, it's online, you can find back. My asylum application was used in the law school to teach people how to apply for asylum.
Alright.
So it's public information.
Okay, just before we open the phone lines, when anybody says Omoyele, Sowore, what comes to mind is this man, this controversial man, this figure. Now, nobody knows anything about the party. I can tell you how many percentage of Nigerians can say, I know Sowore, but what party is it?
Most people know the party. The party logo is very, very popular.
Tell us.
The party is the African Action Congress. The logo is 2 hands with sunshine at the back of it, that's sipping through. And our members across the country, we have members in all the states of the federation, every local government. We have members even outside the country. So, as I told you yesterday, this is one of the fastest growing political parties in Nigeria today. And that testimony came from the callers. So I think some of the callers come from Germany, South Africa.
Yes. And someone was saying AAC at background.
Yes,
So when you say no,
all right, here's where I'm going.
Yes.
Sowore is vying for the office of the presidency. It does look like that's your focus. How about the other positions? How about the National Assembly? How about the governorship?
Absolutely. We have people who are running for other positions. We have contestants in all of the positions that are available. Not across the country, but just 5 months forward. In fact, just so that you know, we are one of the major parties that have female contestants as governor. We have a female contestant contesting as governor in Imo State and also in Ogun State.
Let's move.
We have a governorship candidate in Lagos.
Marshall, let's move one more step. Let's move one step further. Ahead of these elections, a lot of things are happening. Fuel prices have come down.
Fuel prices came down.
We had another going down. Fuel prices by 5 naira. How do you? I'm not aware. You haven't felt it, or it hasn't started happening. I mean, at this point in time, we are talking about bringing down the price of fuel.
We bought fuel now. Still work for the price. More expensive than it was in 2015.
I think it's
so was it propaganda or what? That they said independent petroleum marketers to bring down price of fuel by 5 naira. Now you bought fuel, it's still not down.
Have you bought the one that?
That's what I'm saying. you just reported that you've not.
I'm a reporter. For me to believe anything, I have to see it happen.
Okay, well,
okay, Marshall, let's open the phone lines.
Okay, yeah, our phone lines are open. You can be a part of this show. Numbers to call are up on your screen. If you're calling outside Nigeria, be sure to add the country's code, which is +234. Okay, call us. Let's have your thoughts. Let's have your questions. If you've got any, our guest today is the presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, AAC, Omoyele Sowore. He's running for the office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Ask him questions if you may. Sowore, I beg pardon. Now, in your policies which you've reeled out in the manifesto,
yes,
you did say that a couple of things you looked into, I'll try to remember some of them. One of them that struck me is Indian hemp. Now you said you were going to legalize, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, legalize Indian hemp. I do know that you did say something about exporting it and making it one of our cash crops. But to what extent would you legalize Indian hemp? Because I've had people say we do not have the regulations because it was done in New York, where you're coming from, or in the United States, where you're coming from, doesn't mean we have the requisite regulations to ensure that this is
so the same.
How would you go about this?
The most interesting controversy that during this election, because I said at the head seminar, I talked about, by the way, I don't want to refer to it as cannabis. It's cannabis that's incorrect. And there are two strands, the hemp, and there's also the one that contains what makes people high, I think it's THC. Yeah. So what I said is that based on the medicinal value of cannabis sativa, it didn't make any sense for us to be running 1.5 trillion naira worth of as you like to call it, cannabis every year. Instead, we should package them and develop an economy around this area so that we can sell to countries around the world that need it. Canada, a week later, legalized
All right, thank you very much, Paula from Malaysia. I was going to ask you that question because that's one of the policy you are proposing, legalizing homosexuality, which currently, as it stands, is a crime in Nigeria.
Well, what I said, and I want to be appropriately quoted, is that the government has got more serious work to do than going after who you sleep with in your bedroom. And you look at Nigeria, the hypocrisy is so much. You have senators in this country who go and buy 13-year-old kids from Egypt, which is clearly a crime. I'm not doing anything about it. There's a story making around now about the British school of deaf and dumb, where there's been serious abuse against children.
Another caller from UK.
So the man is, and you're not doing anything about it. But you are worried about adults.
We'll come back to that talk. Let's go to United Kingdom. A caller in the United Kingdom. Hello,
who's live to us from the United Kingdom? Okay, we lost that.
So that's my position. And look, there's a difference between moralizing constitution and fundamental human rights. And one of the rights people have is that they have the right to choose who they want to live with. And it is not business of government. You find out that since they enacted the so-called homosexual law, they have not persecuted anybody. Nobody has been arrested, but it's a tool for harassment.
No, you don't say nobody has been arrested.
Do you know of anybody that's been sent to jail?
I do know that a couple of
sent to jail
have been arrested and are currently being tried. Cases being tried.
How many were there?
I do know of cases.
Well, you are a journalist. You can tell me.
All right. Here's my position.
We can move past that.
Here's my position.
It's not a case of legalizing.
Yes.
So what I'm very clear about is that I am not leading a government who's going to be chasing after people in their bedrooms. When you have followed upon that establishment.
All right. Not to say also that you are going to legalize it.
I am not going to implement a law that violates anybody's rights. It's not. It's just like just so you know my position. So like I'm against death penalty.
All right.
Death penalty in our books. I'm not going to sign a death warrant on anybody.
Let's go to Italy. We have another caller all the way from Italy. Hello. From Italy. All right. Please do call us back. We are moving on. The office you are aspiring to enter is a very huge responsibility, and you've spoken about leadership and governance. What's your own definition of these two?
Well, let's put it this way. leadership for me is a process that involves taking responsibility and taking charge of affairs of men. That is leadership. Governance is, of course, implementation of laws of the lands in the interests of the people of the government.
All right, let's go to Australia. The phone lines are open. We're going to shut down the phone line so that you'll be able to talk. But let's go to Australia right now. We have another caller. Hello.
Hello, this is Salama from Australia.
Salama called yesterday. Salama, it's good to have you on the show today. Very quickly, let's have your contribution.
Thank you very much. First of all, I'd like the presidential candidate Omoyele to clarify something on the number of voters that are registered and the number of the ones that connected their cards. Because if they think that parties that want to rig the election will use that data number of voters that registered to rig the election.
Yeah, but Sowore. But Sowore is not. Sowore doesn't work for INEC.
I understand. We can give out all of that, even though those information are online. But
but Sowore, she's passing that to you now.
That information.
What is that?
Set voters and those that have.
Yeah, so I don't have the exact number of people that.
So there you go.
Right in front of me. And I don't want to give wrong figures. We are following the law because we have access to INEC to find out information that we need as a venue. And we want to believe that there is information already. I think the INEC chairman actually spoke to that effect a few days ago.
Okay, just so we can satisfy Salama, who's calling from Australia. That seems to be a concern for you. After the show, you can go to our website. I'm sure we'll be able to put that up on our website. You can find that information on our website, which is www.loveworldplus.org. Salama from Australia. Go to our website, and I'm sure you would get that information right after this show. International influence. Let's look at international influence.
Yeah, I was going there. You spoke about his 8-point agenda. 10 now. 10.
We call it Spicer Heat.
Spicer Heat. I would like for you to throw more light to Nigerians and to the globe. I'm watching. What's in this?
What's in this is, we call it Spicer Heat, which means that we have a comprehensive policy on security, power, talking about electricity, infrastructure, that's the idea. Clamping down decisively on corruption, that is see the economy, that is working for everybody, creating jobs, and ensuring that people are paid the right wages. We also have a position on instruction, and after that we talk about health, education, agriculture, and tourism. All of this standing up.
All of that.
What's your position on restructure?
My position is very clear that the country that has been around for 50 years definitely needs a lot of engineering. What I or our party don't believe in is that the people in their 80s should be the ones restructuring Nigeria for those in their 20s. That's where we separate. We have said clearly that the Nigerian constitution, as we have it, is the most fraudulent document in this country because it has in it a clause that says we the people of Nigeria, but no person of Nigeria was there but a few military generals who created the constitution. And that constitution needs to go and give room for a new constitution that has life and that can be put into existence by.
I'm sorry to come in there. I will take one last call so that we'll allow you time to talk. Hello. Hello, caller. Are you still on the line?
Yeah, my name is Omoyele. I'm calling from Germany.
From Germany. What's the name again?
I said my name is Omoyele.
From Germany. Please go ahead.
Okay, I just want to for all we have done because blood goes better. But when you believe in a false thing, I just want to tell you that if you become president, you should make a change of political. They should put all their life in your action and part of them to be
your line is so clear. I think you also called yesterday and had to say network hitch.
Really?
So,
what he said.
It was Jackie.
it was just yes. So you might want to call back. Let me what I meant by international influence. Now, he's a man that's been said to be out of the shows of Nigeria for quite a while, and there are talks here and there that he might have some kind of financial foreign influence backing him, some foreign powers backing him. We see what's happening with the Donald Trump administration right now being probed over Russia meddling of the elections. Now, Omoyele Sowore, do you have any backing of any foreign nation or any foreign government or any foreign or international powers behind your running up in the race for the presidency?
No, but I do have foreign support from Nigerians who are living in foreign countries.
In the diaspora.
Nigerians in diaspora.
That's really significant. Very significant. You know, all the people of Nigeria living abroad can form, they are bigger than the several nations of the continent of Africa in terms of population. So I'm just admitting that. But in terms of maybe the CIA or the US government or Russians that support me or Chinese, no, definitely. But let me tell you who have been backed by foreign interests. The ones who went and bought visa for $1 million just to enter the US and come out. Those are foreign mercenaries. And I'm telling you, because that's how it operates. You know, or the president of Nigeria who wants to smuggle Morocco into ECOWAS. Those are foreign mercenaries, you know, and I can, if we're to talk about foreign influence, yeah, we'll be here tomorrow because that's what I know very well.
We did see two governors from the Republic of Niger.
To witness the rally of the presidential candidate.
What did you make of that when you saw it?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, you know, like people rely so much on foreign influence that they have to be brazen about it. And this is the reason why Nigerians have a chance to break away from all these pockets of foreign nations or cabals and special interests in the country. I will be a president that cannot be told what to do by foreign interests or internally powered interests, special interests. And I know what I'm talking about when I say foreign interests. You're right, there is real foreign interests. And you can see them, they're pouring in, they're using their powers, they're using their resources, they're using even direct intervention and interference in our elections. So, but in my own case, nothing like that. This is a chance for a clean break.
A clean break indeed. That's coming from Omoyele Sowore, the presidential aspirant and candidate of the African Action Congress, AAC. We have to go at this point. Wow, we're not going so fast. Here's what we will do. We're just going to give you the final shot. No question, talk to Nigerians as well.
Spreading online of how some of these electoral materials that were initially distributed in places where, of course, the elections were postponed. Now they are in the hands of some Nigerians. That we see these videos of people thumbprinting and ballot papers and all of that. My heart beats for Nigeria on that, and there's outcry on that. What do you feel? Is Saturday election going to be announcement of those thumbprintings that we've already seen, or are we really going to have elections where the votes of Nigerians will count? What do you think?
That's why you should download the election app, AAC TIB app.
Say it again.
Sydenews are timely reporting back to our situational room. So you can tell the story yourself. You find such things
So
happen.
you're confident that the votes will count, that these thumbprinted ballots.
Look, whenever votes are going to count, it's going to depend on the people. You know, you can complete all the ballot boxes and papers before the detail. If the people want to vote for
I really wanted to.
Thank you, sir.
To update your past,
Photo ops, bro, please. Before this place becomes crowded. Thank you.
Please let me call you.
Can you help me wash the shop?
I'll call you back now.
Sorry? My type.
Alright, we'll do here.
Let me just lunch.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So, meeting is going to be at the Renaissance, now the Rembrandt.
Okay. Right around the corner.